Good morning, dear student. In my previous video, I had explained you up to longitudinal extent, and some students they were asking about this longitudinal line, that is through which state this line passed through. So I want to tell you that exactly this Indian Standard Meridian, that is IST, 82.5 degree east. It passes through Mirzapur. Mirzapur is a place near Allahabad in Uttar Pradesh. And since this is a straight line, okay, you can see over here that roughly in this place it is a straight line. It passes like this. Okay, so these are the states through which it passes: Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Orissa, Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so let me show you again over here in this map that where is 82 and half. Okay, so if you see over here, this is 80 degree and this is 84 degree. So roughly you can take it as the middle portion, 82.5 degree over here. And in the same way in the north also, if you see, this is 80 degree and this is 84 degree, so roughly half over here. Okay, and then you can draw a straight line, okay, connecting this two point which you have made, and then you will see that this passes through Uttar Pradesh, some portion of Madhya Pradesh, then Chhattisgarh, then Orissa, this area, and Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so these are the states through which it pass. Okay, uh, this is you can do it by yourself also. So it passed through Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Orissa, and Andhra Pradesh. Now we go to the second part, that is the main boundaries of India. Indian Peninsula. What is a peninsula? First, what is a peninsula? It is printed in blue color. This word, so you can see the meaning behind over here in the quickies. It is given peninsula, a piece of land surrounded by water on its three sides. Okay, a piece of land surrounded by water on its three sides. So over here you can see this. This is the Indian Peninsula. This is called a peninsula, a triangular piece of land. You can see if you draw a straight line over here, then this will become a triangle. Okay, so it is a triangular piece of land and it is surrounded by water from three sides. One side is Arabian Sea, then South Indian Ocean, and East Bay of Bengal. So it is surrounded by water from three sides. So this is the peninsula. So Indian Peninsula is bounded by the Great Himalayas in the north. So we know that this is the peninsula, and over here is the Great Himalayas, this region. Okay, so it is bounded by this Himalayas in the north. So Himalaya in the north, the Indian Ocean in the south, the Bay of Bengal in the east, and Arabian Sea in the west. Just now I have shown you these three water bodies which surrounds the Indian Peninsula. So India is the cradle of mankind. Again, this word cradle, what does it mean? You can see in the quickies it is given. Cradle means a place or event in which something originates and flourishes. Okay, that is the Indian civilization originates and flourished. Okay, it originated in Indian subcontinent. So it is the cradle of mankind. That is the human civilization begun in India. Okay, it was the center, cradle of mankind. It has glorious past. Our past is very rich, glorious. We are proud of our past. Multiple cultures, different cultures are there. Okay, you can see if you see state wise also, 29 states are there, and in these states, in all the states, different culture is there. If you go to Rajasthan, you will find a different culture over there. If you go to West Bengal, there is a different culture. If you go to Tamil Nadu or Kerala, you will find a different culture. Okay, if you go to Maharashtra, you will see different culture over there. In the same way, language also vary from one state to another. In Bengal, it is Bengali. Okay, in Maharashtra, it is Marathi. In Tamil Nadu, it is Tamil. So different languages. Religion also, you will find that different religions are practiced in our country. Okay, they all celebrate. Just now we celebrated Eid, isn't it? Just few days back, Eid was there. Then in Hindu also, Durga Puja, or there are so many festivals. Then Christmas, Easter. Okay, then Easter in and Christmas, Christianity, Guru Nanak Parab. Okay, so in this way, many religions are here. Secular, but still the secular government. That is, the government do not favor or give favor to any religion. For the government, all religion are equal. Okay, so no religious people or religion gets any kind of favor from the government. Neither the government gives disfavor to any government. So India is the largest democracy. If we see India is the second most populous country in the world. So it is called the largest democracy. We have a democratic country, so largest democracy. A vast range of landforms of natural resources. Okay, like hill, mountain, plateaus, valleys, desert, plains. Okay, so natural resource, plenty of landforms and natural resources like uh, uh, different types of minerals. Okay, different forest resource, etc. Then India has a land frontier of 15,200 kilometer. So total land frontier of India is 15,200 kilometer. Okay, this is about the main boundaries. Then we go to the neighboring countries. So India share its international boundary with seven countries. If you see, what are these seven countries? Over here I will show you. First, Pakistan. It shares its boundary. Then Afghanistan, a small portion over here. It shares its boundary over here with Afghanistan. Then China, a long boundary with China. Then Nepal is here, Nepal. Then you can see Bhutan. Bhutan is over here. Then if you come here, Myanmar. This is Myanmar. This is the boundary with India. This is Bangladesh. Okay, a long boundary with Bangladesh. Then south, when we come over here, is Sri Lanka. Okay, this is Sri Lanka, and over here is Maldives. So these are the seven countries. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7. Okay, 7 and 2 in the south. So 7 international boundaries, 7 countries that share international boundary. It is bordered by the countries of Pakistan and Afghanistan for short distance in northwest, China, Nepal and Bhutan in north, Myanmar and Bangladesh in the northeast. Then the island countries of Sri Lanka and Maldives are its oceanic neighbors, not land. Okay, they are separated by uh, sea or ocean. Okay, so Sri Lanka is separated by the Palk Strait and the Gulf of Mannar. So they are oceanic neighbors, not land. Okay, they don't share a land boundary with India. So the island country of Sri Lanka and Maldives are its oceanic neighbors situated in the Indian Ocean. Sri Lanka is separated from India by the Palk Strait and the Gulf of Mannar. Okay, so Palk Strait and Gulf of Mannar, you can see over here. Uh, okay, this is Sri Lanka, this is India, separated by Palk Strait. Now, what is a strait? A strait is a narrow stretch of water that connects two water bodies and separates two land mass. So you can see this is a strait which connects Indian Ocean with Bay of Bengal, connecting two large water bodies and separates two land mass, that is India and Sri Lanka. It is separate. So this is the Palk Strait, and below over here Gulf of Mannar. Okay, so this is about the neighboring countries. So today we will be discussing up to here. Then in my next video I will continue from the Indian subcontinent, and then I think in the next video I will complete this chapter, and then yes, I will be able to complete, and then we will discuss the exercise and the question answer. In the meantime, you read this lesson and prepare your own answers. Okay, small questions you can find from inside the lesson and write their answer. Okay, thank you.